he pulled up was genuinely bizarre.
Să moară familia mea de n-am văzut coarnele. Unde sunt la ăla vicul sus? Uite. Fix pe mijloc.
Pe mijloc, stai jos. Mă, n-are ce om să fie în pustietatea asta.
Uite, moară târnă de vânt, dar a venit lângă geam, uite.
Bă, ce om e ăsta de stă acolo? N-are ce om.
Bă, uite.
Uite-mă la așa, pe cameră. Să moară familia mea.
Bă, l-am prins. Ia, uite. Bă!
Dacă e om! Nu e om! Nu e om! Nu e om!
Bă!
Să moară altfel la mă pistol, băi!
Hai la el.
Looking up at the second floor window at the front of the house, there are two sets of glowing eyes looking back out into the dark. What makes their appearance so deeply unsettling is where they're positioned, right at the very top of the window frame, as though whatever they belong to is suspended upside down from the ceiling inside. Then things take another turn entirely. A pale, white-faced figure appears in the window, its face lighting up and going dark in an unnatural, flickering way. When we zoom in and try to enhance the image, it doesn't look human. The features are severely distorted, and the way it moves doesn't fit any normal range of human motion. So what exactly has taken up residence in this unfinished building? Coordinated trespassers running an elaborate prank? A staged hoax? You decide. Vote is a construction worker at a factory in Vietnam who occasionally shares strange footage from around the building, mostly pulled from CCTV. A large chunk of the unexplained activity he's documented seems to be centered around one specific room, the workers' laundry and shower area. In one of his more recent videos, he decided to go in and film it himself and managed to catch something happening right there in front of him.
Here, let me show you guys. Otherwise, you'll keep saying I'm acting. There. Did you guys hear that? Someone's knocking on the bathroom door. Oh, look at that face. There. That asshole Kubor and that spider. You sell stuff online. Why don't you come and act as my sidekick? Act to get likes, my ass. Look. The machine turned on by itself. Look. Oh, the door. You guys watch. Oh, shit. Earlier, some of you said someone was pulling it. Some said there was a string. I'll film that spot in a bit so you can see. I'm a bit shaken up, guys. Oh, today I'm fully prepared, going all in. See, there's no one around. Look, guys. The bathroom wall. The bathroom wall is 4 meters high. Who could climb up there? See that? No one's around, no strings or anything, okay? Oh, holy shit. Oh, they're knocking again. Oh, knocking again, guys. Fuck, scared me to death. That helmet, it's up there. See, the ladder goes all the way here. Let me get a knife. I'm going all in. Let me close the door. Look, guys, is anyone around? See, there's no one.
Here's what the footage actually shows. As Vote steps into the room, the lid on the first washing machine snaps shut on its own. To be fair, that particular model has an auto-close function that activates when the machine is switched on remotely, so that one could be explained away. But the machine sitting right next to it is a different story. It has no such feature, and its door swings shut on its own. While this is happening, banging starts coming from the shower room next door, and faint music can be heard underneath it. Then, a worker's helmet near the machines gets thrown, not dropped, thrown, skidding across the floor directly toward the dark shower area where the banging was coming from. Vote goes over to check the helmet, and you can see clearly there's nothing attached to it. He checks the showers, checks around the machines, and the building is empty. Whatever hurled that helmet wanted him to know it was in there with him. B is a paranormal investigator from Thailand with a well-established reputation for exploring abandoned buildings and cemeteries across the country. While she usually works with a crew, she occasionally goes out completely alone and broadcasts those solo investigations live. During a recent live stream inside an abandoned temple, things became genuinely frightening in a way that's hard to shake off.
Here. Zoom in. What is that? What is that? Who's that? Who's standing there? Hey! Wait! I'm zooming up. I'm not zooming in.
Ow, my leg hurts. My leg got shocked.
Was that a girl just now? Hey, someone was really standing there! Guys!
It's a little girl. When I zoomed in, it was a little girl with a bob cut.
I can hear crying, guys. I hear crying. All 3,300 of you, please tap the screen and report this for me.
There's a crying sound.
Tayo! Yeah!
The moment B steps inside, she spots a small, pale figure in the shadows watching her. When we zoom in, the features are visibly distorted in a way that rules out it being human. She pushes through her fear and enters the main hall and finds a woman dressed entirely in black, completely motionless. The small, childlike figure is now standing right beside her. Both of them are just silently watching B. She looks away for a moment, and when she turns back, they're both gone. Then the small figure suddenly sprints around her at a speed that's almost impossible to follow. It happens in an instant, but when we slow the footage down and isolate the frame, we catch its face. What we see is badly distorted, enough to confirm that whatever this is, it has no business being in that temple. A man who posted under the username DinoNugget741 had one of the more disturbing home hauntings we've come across. He went completely silent in 2023, stopped uploading entirely, and disappeared from the internet without any explanation after his final post. According to what he shared before vanishing, his house was being overrun. Shadow figures, violent physical disturbances, and disembodied voices in the night. Nobody knows where he went. But one video from his channel in particular stood out, and it's not hard to see why.
Come on, man. Shit. I know, bud. I'm not afraid, man. Come on out, man. Oh, yes, fuck yes. Hello. Oh, fuck. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
The clip opens with him holding a lit smudge stick, attempting to cleanse the house after hearing strange noises from the floor below. As he eases the basement door open, a dark figure is standing at the bottom of the stairs, facing directly up at him. When the image is enhanced, there are no human features visible at all, just a solid, featureless shape with a blank white face. Despite that, he goes down anyway. The basement is empty by the time he reaches it. Then disembodied screaming erupts around him from no identifiable source, and he runs back up the stairs, only for the basement door to slam violently shut right in front of him just before the footage cuts off. After that upload, he was never heard from again. Khalid is a veteran paranormal investigator out of Egypt, well known for his live explorations of abandoned buildings. What sets him apart from most is his approach. When something happens, he doesn't back away, he charges toward it. In this particular investigation, Khalid is inside an abandoned factory where the entire ground floor is submerged under standing water. As he makes his way up to the second floor, things take a sharp turn.
لا إله إلا الله بسم الله أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله لا إله إلا الله صد دي بس قفل الكتاب أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم حصنت نفسي بالحي الذي لا يموت لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ألف عليه لو في جن أو مارد أو عفريت خادم سحر أو خادمة سحر موكل بسحر موكل بطلسم اديني إشارة وأنا أطلع من المكان لا ما يخالف عشان البندي أحيانا بتعلق بسم الله بسم الله بسم الله حسنت نفسي بالحي الذي لا يموت بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اوف أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق لا يا جماعة لا أنا مش جايب معايا الفوزة.
Here's how the encounter unfolds. Khalid watches an old bathroom door swing shut in front of him with no one near it. True to form, he immediately goes in to check, and the room is empty. As he turns to leave, the door closes behind him on its own. Undeterred, he steps back to observe, and the door slowly pulls itself shut again while he's watching. To rule out any trickery, he opens it wide and shows the camera there's nowhere behind it that anyone could be hiding. He even goes back inside the bathroom and waits, and the door moves again while he's standing right there watching it. Eventually, Khalid decides he's seen enough and starts heading out of the building. But the moment he walks away, the sound of shattering glass echoes out of that same empty bathroom behind him. Whatever had claimed that room apparently wanted to make sure he knew it was still in there, even as he left. This next clip comes from a man named Jack, based in England, who we've actually featured on the channel before. As a quick refresher, Jack is heavily involved in the paranormal world, regularly visiting haunted locations across the UK and collecting objects that are believed to carry supernatural attachments. Bringing those items into his home, it turns out, may have been a serious mistake. In this video, Jack is documenting what appears to be an aggressive poltergeist tearing through his living space.
I've stopped filming because there's clear bangings on the door. I've already been into the hallway. I'm the only one here. You alright, buddy? Can you hear something? Shit, caught it. What is doing that? Make yourself known. You scaring my cat? You alright, buddy? What is it? He knows, doesn't he? I've just dropped the cushion. Oh. What? There's just been... You hear the footsteps? Is there somebody in the room? Is there somebody in the room? I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear you. I can... Oh my shit, my candle's just gone out. Oh, the room has gone icy cold. It's very... Oh, oh, oh my God. What? What is going on in here? Oh, shit. Oh my God. Oh my God. Whoa. So it's kicking off again. Come on. We're getting out. You okay? You okay? Come on, we're getting out. We're getting out. We're getting out. Come on. God, this room's bloody cold as well. What is going on in this house? There's something in here you need to get out immediately. We have had enough of you. Go on. Go on, show us what you've got, eh? Yeah? You doing that? Yeah. Oh my God, my heart is nearly beating out of my chest. Cat's buggered off, don't blame him. Safest thing for him to do. This house just gets crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
There's quite a bit going on in Jack's footage, and it's worth breaking down carefully. From the very beginning, the atmosphere feels wrong. He hears heavy, unexplained footsteps moving around him, and then a sudden rush of cold air blows his candle out completely. Shortly after, a magazine gets blown clean off the table with real force. His cat visibly reacts to it, and the natural assumption would be a hidden fan somewhere in the room. But when we isolated the audio, there's no mechanical fan sound anywhere in the recording. Then a half-full water cup on the coffee table gets flung to the floor, flying away from Jack rather than toward him. That direction matters. It makes a string or wire setup extremely difficult to pull off convincingly. When Jack moves into the dining room, whatever's in the house escalates. A heavy wooden dining chair crashes to the ground right in his path. At that point, his cat has had enough and jumps straight out the open window. Whatever's in that house is not being subtle about wanting Jack gone. A U.S. Army veteran has been posting some deeply unsettling footage to his social media account. The trouble started back in March of this year and has only gotten worse since. It began with a foul smell of decay drifting up from his basement. As things escalated and his dog started showing signs of real distress, he decided to install security cameras throughout the house to find out what was happening. We've pulled together 3 recordings from that footage, and they're not easy to watch.
He's been doing this weird shit all day. What's wrong, Joe? There's nothing in there for you, buddy. Come on. Joe. Come on.
His dog is completely locked on to the basement door, barking, staring, refusing to back off. But while both the man and the dog are focused on that door, shift your attention to the dining table in the background. A cup begins sliding across the surface on its own before toppling over the edge. What makes this hard to dismiss is the direction it falls. It goes to the left, not forward toward the camera, which makes a hidden string or wire a very difficult explanation to hold on to. In the second clip, the homeowner is trying to get his dog to go outside. Normally, the dog is out the door before he even gets there, but this time, the animal is frozen, staring back at that same basement door. He actually has to pull out treats just to get it moving. As the two of them head outside and the house sits completely empty, a book launches itself off the shelf with real force. Looking closely at the footage, there's nothing attached to it. What makes this clip particularly striking to viewers is the identity of that book. It's the Holy Bible. That detail sent the comment section into overdrive, with many concluding the presence in this house is demonic in nature. The third clip appears to back that theory up. That same Bible is sitting quietly on a table when small flames begin appearing and flickering out of the closed book. The fire doesn't look right. The way it manifests and moves looks nothing like a normal flame. Viewers in the comments flooded the post with theories, many suggesting the book might be a dark magic grimoire disguised with a Bible cover. Put it all together, the smell of rot, a dog too scared to function, and a Bible apparently catching fire on its own, and whatever this veteran is dealing with may go well beyond a typical haunting. If you made it through all of these, drop a comment and tell me which one got under your skin the most. And if you're not subscribed yet, now's the time. See you in the next one.
A woman shared the following video, saying something incredibly scary was captured on her phone, even though she had no memory of recording it. The footage appears to show the hallway of her apartment, and in it, we can see a dark shadow figure. Some viewers started speculating that the infamous Headman may have been caught on camera. It is especially creepy because the figure seems to be making its way toward her bedroom. What are your thoughts? A TikTok user going by Experiment Insomnia posted the video, and according to him, the weirdness started back in 2016 with the very first clip he filmed. Since that first recording, the strange activity continues. The family dog Ragnar, normally relaxed, won't go near the garage. He backs up, paces, and refuses to go down there. According to the owner, this started one night when Ragnar began barking at the garage door and acting scared whenever he tried to lead him there. Even treats wouldn't work. That's when the security camera picks something up. The activity gets worse. One afternoon, while working from home, he records this on camera. He checks the garage. It's completely empty. No person, no animals, nothing that could cast that shadow. But then one night, the screaming begins. He was up at 1 a.m. getting water when he heard it. It sounded like a child screaming. A second clip shows the screaming continuing, this time clearly coming from the garage. The moment he opens the garage door, the screaming cuts off completely. The homeowner believes this might all connect back to something they discovered right after moving in, a doll hidden inside one of the drawers. They left it alone because his wife didn't want anything to do with it. When he examined it more closely, he found a small decorative pouch sewn to the doll containing human teeth. One afternoon, he went upstairs to the dining room to work when a security camera caught something unusual outside. Things escalate when the homeowner hears strange noises late at night and begins recording. Around 29 seconds in, you can actually hear what sounds like footsteps. Then watch what happens right underneath the kitchen bench.
¿Estás aquí?
A decade later, the disturbances in this house continue without explanation, and the family remains there, sharing their home with whatever unseen presence unleashes those terrifying screams from the garage after dark. An urban explorer who runs a YouTube channel decided to visit an old abandoned property in France. He films these kinds of locations all the time. Empty buildings, forgotten houses, places most people wouldn't step foot in. This one looked like it had been sitting empty for years. When he got inside, the place was frozen in time. Furniture still in place, belongings left behind. Like whoever lived there just walked out one day. He filmed the whole walkthrough and didn't notice anything wrong while he was there. But when he reviewed the footage later, he spotted something he completely missed in person, and it's genuinely disturbing. Disturbing. And it's genuinely disturbing.
Check out the Instagram, which is the _. Also go check out the Facebook page. Like always, I put all the pictures on Facebook. It's 10 of us on Instagram, and I'll see you on next week's video.
That is it for today's video. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe.
If you watch closely, there's a figure visible through one of the windows. Someone pulling back a curtain and looking in. The footage runs straight through with no edits or jumps. He was filming the whole time, and according to him, he was completely alone in that house. There's no other voices, no footsteps, nothing but his own movement through the rooms. After the video went online, sharp-eyed viewers spotted something disturbing inside the house.
We'll start with this one first because this one looks like it's got a lot of stuff inside, and it has. I've got some more photographs here, look. The ceiling is completely covered in mould. Bit of condensation up in the corner again. Look at this, the cupboard completely filled with clothes still. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Look at that, it looks as if something's been climbing in. Oh God. I mean, in the bags, it hit my leg. I thought someone tapped my leg. It looks as if something's been climbing in here and sleeping in here, maybe. Look at this, the cupboard. Look at this, the cupboard. Completely filled with clothes still. Something's been climbing in. Oh God. I mean, in the bags, it hit my leg. I thought someone tapped my leg. It looks as if something's been climbing in here and sleeping in here, maybe.
When he looked at the wardrobe mirror's reflection, he saw a pair of legs beneath the curtain, as if someone was hiding there. But when he aimed the camera directly at it, the legs had vanished. What makes this even harder to explain is that when he first walked into that room just minutes before, there was nothing standing behind the curtain. The person who uploaded this footage is convinced the house has a spirit, and that whatever showed up in the mirror wasn't human. What's your take? A TikTok user who posts under the name Your Fave Bipolar goes by K in real life and she works the night shift at a hospital's lockdown unit somewhere she hasn't disclosed. During one of those shifts, she says she caught something on the security feed that really got under her skin. Kay claims she was going through her usual shift when something unexpected caught her attention on one of the security screens. Take a close look at what the camera managed to pick up that night. In the video, you can see what looks like a humanoid shape ducking partially out of sight behind a concrete pillar. The thing doesn't walk normally through the hallway. Instead, it seems to be gripping the pillar itself and moving in ways that don't quite make sense. What really bothered people who watched it was how the figure keeps leaning out, then pulling back, over and over. The details are hard to pin down because of the camera quality, but it stays in frame long enough that you definitely notice it. Some viewers believe the footage shows something genuinely paranormal, while others think there's likely a normal explanation for what was recorded. Either way, the figure's strange movements and odd hiding behavior keep people talking about this clip. Kay apparently never uploaded any follow-up content to explain what happened next or provide closure to the incident. The footage from that security camera stands as one of those recordings that's nearly impossible to shake from your mind once you've seen it. What do you think was concealed behind that pillar? Could this actually be something we can't explain? Or is there perhaps a simpler, more logical answer that we're missing here? I'd love to hear your thoughts and theories down in the comments below. One night in Houston, police respond to a report about erratic driving on the highway. The officer walks up to the car and makes contact with the driver, a man who identifies himself as Joe Cullion. Right away, Joe mentions he's disabled and has a serious leg problem. Even after hearing that, the officer puts him through a field sobriety test, telling him to balance on one leg for 5 minutes. Later, the officer said the whole stop felt off that night, like something wasn't right. When the dashcam footage was reviewed, something appeared that nobody expected.
Why are you making me do this? I will conduct your test, but I'm going to tell you this, that I'm handicapped. Okay. Like you see when I'm on license plate. Okay. I have a false leg from my hip to my knee. Okay.
As the officer keeps his attention on Joe, something dark moves quickly through the background, passing from left to right behind both of them. At the time, neither man seems to react to it at all. The video spreads online, and viewers criticize the officer for how he treated a disabled driver. But some notice something else, a dark silhouette passing behind them during the stop. The officer later resigns and admits to mishandling the situation. In a public statement that circulated online afterward, he said he felt uneasy the entire time he was out there that night, but insisted he never actually saw anything move behind him. Some people online began wondering if whatever that shadow was might have had something to do with the way Joe was acting. Slowing down the footage reveals a shape with a human-like outline, but it's hazy and semi-transparent, drifting rather than walking. It clearly doesn't resemble a normal person. So was this really a ghost caught on camera? Or could it have been something even more disturbing? What was captured on that dash cam remains a mystery to this day. In March of this year, a woman named Janet picked up the keys to a new place, excited to start fresh and document the whole move. She had her camera rolling for most of it, capturing the usual stuff: boxes, furniture, getting settled. She had no clue what was waiting for her inside. One day, while filming her workout routine indoors, something terrifying suddenly occurred. Let's see what the camera captured.
Please please get out of my apartment. Please get out of my apartment.
She turned around and saw a man standing there, someone who shouldn't have been in sight. Janet ran for the exit and called the cops. When they arrived and searched the house, the guy was gone. But here's what stands out. As Janet sprinted toward the door, it swung open on its own. She didn't catch it in the moment, but once the clip went online, viewers replayed that part over and over. A few nights after that, Janet was back in the house, filming with her cat curled up beside her. That's when things escalated in a way she wasn't ready for. This time, there was no intruder she could see, but something was definitely there. She rushed into the bedroom, and that's when part of the mattress started pressing down, like someone had just stepped onto it. Janet didn't stick around. She was out the door again. She called the police again. They searched the house, but found no one. Janet stayed at her neighbor's that night, unable to return home. A few days later, she came back with a friend, and that's when it happened.
Tell me how I saw something.
According to Janet, something paranormal is going on in that house, and plenty of viewers are telling her she needs to get out now. Back in 2014, a clip started making the rounds on the internet. Someone had been filming the aftermath of a crash when their camera picked up something strange. Take a look at this. You can clearly see a translucent figure resembling a young girl running quickly across the scene from one side to the other. Her movements appear strange and unnatural. Investigation revealed the incident was a single-vehicle motorcycle accident. The rider had hit a barrier on the road, but witnesses at the scene said something felt off because no one could figure out what actually caused him to crash. After the footage spread online, people started connecting the dots. A lot of viewers thought maybe this figure had something to do with the crash itself. The fact that she seemed to pass directly through the crowd without a single person reacting made people think they were looking at something paranormal, possibly the spirit of a child. So, what do you think this actually is? Could it really be paranormal, or is something else going on here? Drop your thoughts below. I accidentally went to the most haunted room alone, and that's when everything changed.
Hello?
The video comes from Amanda on Instagram. She was staying at a small bed and breakfast and ended up alone in the room everyone considers haunted.
So I do have a little voice recorder here. If you'd like to chat at all, I'll put it down on this table here. I'll sit here. I'll play the recorder.
Amanda sets down a voice recorder and begins speaking to the room.
Feel free. Thought I heard something over there. Am I alone in here? Am I safe in here?
Then, while the camera's pointed somewhere else, there's a noise. One of the books just came off the shelf.
I'm gonna stop the recording. A weird deja vu. Oh, Jesus.
A bit later, she turns the camera back toward the same bookshelf.
Oh. Thank you.
Another book suddenly loosens, tips forward, and drops straight to the floor. Books falling off shelves aren't exactly impossible to explain. The shelf could be overloaded, tilted slightly, or the floorboards might shift when someone walks by. Eventually, gravity just wins. But what keeps pulling Amanda back to this footage is what she hears on the recording. During the session, she mentions out loud that she's feeling a really weird sense of deja vu.
A weird deja vu. Oh, Jesus.
Later, when she listens to the playback, the timing doesn't quite add up. Her voice on the recorder seems to comment on the first book falling before it actually happens. She hears herself on tape saying she thinks she heard something over there, but the book hadn't dropped yet when she said it.
I'm gonna stop the recording. A weird deja vu. Oh, Jesus.
It's possible the whole thing's just a coincidence of timing. Maybe she hit playback at exactly the right second and it synced up with what was happening in the room. Or maybe the recorder was picking up things slightly out of order.
A weird deja vu.
A maintenance crew working overnight at a mall in Arizona caught something strange on camera. The building was closed to the public, just a handful of workers inside, when they noticed a small figure darting across the empty halls. Security footage shows what looks like a young child sprinting through the darkened corridors, heading straight into the unlit sections of the mall. None of the crew could figure out how a kid ended up wandering around alone in a locked building with no parents anywhere in sight. According to reports, the workers went looking for the child right after spotting it on the monitors. They searched the area where the figure had disappeared, but when they got there, they found nothing. No kid, no explanation, just empty hallways. The clip divided people online. Some figured it was a setup, someone messing with the night shift. Others pointed out that if it was a prank, why didn't anyone come forward? And why was that child never spotted leaving the mall? The footage raises real questions. A A guy took his drone out to a cemetery one evening and sent it up for some aerial shots. When he played back what the camera recorded, he noticed what looked like a pair of shadowy figures standing below.
Hay luz en la entrada. Ahí vamos bajando. ¿Qué fue esa luz? Ahí todavía no se distingue muy bien. Aquí ya se está distinguiendo. Está dentro. Ligero. Pero ahí está el drone. No manches. Me esperaría hasta que amanezca. Oh, qué miedo. ¿Qué hay ahí? Oh, qué miedo. Oh, voy a avanzar aquí donde está más. ¿Qué es eso que se mueve? Ah, no es el viento.
The man believes to have captured the faces of restless souls that were staring at the drone. Is that possible? A local urban explorer decided to check out an abandoned high school after people in the area kept reporting the same thing. Sounds of children crying late at night, coming from inside the building. So he grabbed his camera and went in to see what he could find. As he stepped inside, he found children's drawings scattered across the floor. They seemed innocent at first, but closer inspection revealed something deeply disturbing. A strange figure was standing at the center of each drawing, and around it were children floating in the air among the trees, their faces oddly expressionless. But it's what he filmed deeper inside the building that made him turn around and leave in a hurry. Watch the right side of the screen very carefully. This is actual footage. A dark figure stood motionless in the deepest hallway. Zooming in shows a human-like shape, except unnaturally tall. Once the video spread across the internet, skeptics were quick to call it staged, pointing out that the drawings discovered on the floor appeared far too clean and fresh, suggesting they'd been deliberately placed there to create a false paranormal scene. Some viewers have theorized that this shadowy entity could be responsible for the crying sounds heard during the night, though no one can say for certain. What's your interpretation of what happened here? Jack spends his free time collecting paranormal items and keeping them on display around his house. He's deeply fascinated by the supernatural realm and regularly visits reportedly haunted spots and locations all over the UK, making it quite the unusual hobby. Then on June 14th, he uploaded a video showing something bizarre going on in his own home after hearing unexplained sounds coming from downstairs.
Get my attention. What is it? What you want? Something going on? Hey? Hey? Come on. What's going on? What is it, guys? Whoa, it's cold in here. Hey, what is it, buddy? Oh, what the hell? Oh my god. Yep, good idea. What the hell was that? Hello? Is anyone in here? Hello? Show yourself. What? Are you doing this? Oh my god. There's like a wind. Oh my god, what is that? What is that? Come here, guys. Come here, guys. What? Look, it's swinging. I have not been near it. There's nobody else here. I'll show you as best I can. What? What fell? What is that?
When Jack makes his way down the stairs, his cats are meowing and clearly agitated. The moment he enters the living room, he notices the temperature has dropped significantly. Within seconds, the leaves on his houseplant start moving, and papers on the table begin shifting around as if caught in a sudden breeze. Now, a hidden fan could certainly explain this kind of movement. And while the audio doesn't pick up any obvious mechanical hum or background noise, we're definitely staying cautious and skeptical here. As Jack leaves the room, a heavy wall-mounted light fixture suddenly begins swinging back and forth, side to side, with no one anywhere near it. He walks right up to examine it closely, and from what we can see on camera, there's absolutely nothing rigged or hidden to make it move like that. Finally, Jack heads into the dining area where his cats are huddled together, and a sharp bang goes off right beside one of them. A decorative plant pot appears to have been knocked off its surface, landing inches from his cat. Whatever's happening in that house, it's hard to pin down. A man in Brazil was hiking through the forest after dark when he says he filmed something that matches descriptions of a local folklore creature.
Ô, gente, eu vou descer aqui, ó. Eu vou descer aqui. Eu vou descer aqui, eu vou me embora. Me fala, meu Jesus Cristo. Que é isso, meu Deus? Arrependimento de estar aqui nesse mato sozinho. Por isso que não é bom vir sozinho, viu? Eu vou descer aqui, pegar a espingarda, armar e vou caminhando. Não sei que diacho é isso. Cortando, parecendo que tá cortando pau. Não andou nem um rato aqui, ó. Vou descer. Ó, olha lá. Eu desci, galera. Não é montagem, tá? Não é montagem, desci do puleiro. Ó. E agora parece que tá mais longe, ó. Eu não tenho outra saída, galera. Eu não tenho aqui pra baixo, ó. Aqui pra baixo. Eu não sei sair lá pra baixo. Nunca passei. O único lugar que o cara me ensinou é isso aqui, ó. Meu Jesus Cristo. Ó, como é que eu tô indo aqui, ó. Os dois cão tá armado. Tá ficando perto, ó. Parece que é ali, ó. Meu Deus do céu. Op! Tem alguém aí? Op! Oh, meu Jesus. Uma palavra desgraçada dessa. É perigoso de correr aqui. A rola aqui no pescoço ainda. Vê nada, meu Deus. O barulho é ali, ó. Ninguém vê nada. Op! Tem alguém aí? Meu Deus do céu. Ô, galera, parou, ó. Parou. Gente, que é isso, pelo amor de Deus? Ó. Ó. Ah, não é trem esse mundo, não. Não é gente, não. Tava aqui, ó. Onde é que já tá agora? Meu Deus do céu. Pior que é no meu carreira.
This isn't an isolated incident. Multiple people report identical sounds. While some attribute it to wildlife, forest elders say the Curupira creates false trails, mimics sounds, and knocks on wood to confuse hunters and trespassers. The sharp cracking and knocking aren't random. They're warnings meant to drive out anyone who doesn't belong.
Bunch of staying over here. Hey!
The following video was recorded by a ranger deep in the Russian forest, who reported spotting a huge strange figure moving in the distance. As it drew nearer, he documented the entire encounter and even tried to keep it from getting closer.
You want to tell her?
No, I don't. It's already decimated.
Тихо, старик. Сейчас я покажу, блядь, гады. Тоже, блядь. Куда стрелять-то, хуй его знает, туда или туда, блядь. Блядь, близко совсем.
Because of the heavy darkness, you can't see much, but you can clearly hear the creature approaching step by step. The ranger later said it must have slipped away soon after. Whatever it was, the experience left him deeply unsettled. Who can truly say what might live in the dark forests of Russia? Security staff witnessed a truly terrifying event in the following video. The footage comes from an elevator camera showing a man taking a normal ride when suddenly a malfunction seems to occur.
elevator makes...
And even the wall panel comes off. However, the most chilling detail of this clip is a strange object that appears just behind the man's shoulders. Several people who have watched the recording claim that the shape looks very much like a pair of fingers reaching toward him. Could that really be possible? No one can say for sure. This was documented by an off-duty officer who took his K9 out for a walk this evening. It was supposed to be a regular family update vlog when he noticed that the dogs were seeing something and reacting in an unusual way. When he decides to walk around a lake that they would usually visit when out of nowhere, his dogs begin to act strangely, as if deeply unsettled, and then they start barking frantically at something in the dark.
Primero vamos a ver. No quiero que se me vayan a perder. Aquí. ¿Qué traes? Sí, Zeus. ¿Qué traes? Quieto. Quieto. Danos. ¿Qué tienes? Quieto. No hay nada. Cálmate. Zeus. Aquí. Aquí. ¿Qué tienen? Aquí. Aquí. Cálmense porque están nerviosos. Espérate. ¿Quién es este? Oh, shit. ¿Hay algo ahí? ¿Hay una persona ahí o qué? Espérate. ¿Es una persona? ¡Thanos! ¿Qué es eso? Espérate, cálmate. ¡Thanos! ¡Quieto, Zeus! ¡Quieto! ¡Thanos! Oh, ¿es una persona? ¡Aquí! ¡Thanos! ¡Aquí, Zeus! ¡Thanos! ¡Zeus! ¡Aquí! ¡Zeus, aquí! ¡Zeus! ¡Thanos! ¡Vete! ¡Thanos! ¡Quieto! ¡Zeus! ¡Quieto! ¡Quédense ahí! ¡Quieto ahí! ¡Cálmense! ¡Quieto! ¿Qué es eso? ¡Quieto, Thanos!
He sees a white figure, which causes the dogs to bark. The figure slowly approaches him as he focuses on calming his dogs down. Luckily, as the figure approaches him, it suddenly turns back and moves away back into the darkness, probably realizing that the dogs are ready. It may just be the darkness, but whatever this thing is, looks like it doesn't have a head. Could it just be some disturbed person? Many people believe it's La Llorona, who is often said to appear near a lake. Who can say for sure? The following was uploaded by a night officer who states that they noticed something quite terrifying unfold that night. They were patrolling the area after hearing some strange noises from the other side of a brick wall. The premises were not accessible to any intruders and were fenced off. We see something that looks like a pair of legs appear out of thin air. They step back and vanish into the pond. The officers later said it freaked them out so badly they didn't bother patrolling that section for the rest of the night. Because the strange thing is, we only see the legs, no torso, no arms, and no head. It's like whatever it was didn't want to be seen fully and just slipped into the water. Pretty chilling if you ask me. Was somebody just snooping around, or did something more mysterious unfold? Now to a submission from Bodycam World. This officer found himself in a terrifying situation during what started as a simple welfare check. He was working alone that night and had no idea he might be facing a dangerous individual. The neighbors had called because they were worried about a 75-year-old woman who lived there with a 31-year-old man with no family connection to her. As the man walked into the residence, he picked up a steel brake rotor along the way.
What, this one? Yeah. What's that for? Oh, no, to block the door and swings open. Gotcha.
Heavy enough to stop anyone from quickly entering or leaving the room. And it was during this first weird interaction that something odd was captured.
You got any lights here? Yeah. Put the lights on. Oh. Hey, where's you going there from? Yeah, no. What do you mean? She's right here. Oh. She's right here? Yeah. Really? Is she sleeping? Yes. Okay. How long has she been sleeping for? Like since 6.
When the lights came on, the situation took a disturbing turn.
Come here, on your stomach. No, on your stomach. Please. Sir, on your stomach. Okay, you're doing too much. Okay, don't take it. No, you're gonna get tased. Okay, I'm down. Put your hands behind your back, now. Hands behind your back. Behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Put your other hand behind your back. What was the address again? Your other hand behind your back. This is gonna do. Stop! Stop resisting! Stop! 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 Stop!
This case had many scary elements, but no one knows for sure what showed up in the rear part of the home. We can't tell if it was shadows playing tricks, the camera not working right, someone tampering with the video, or maybe something we can't explain. A number of viewers think they spotted some kind of dark spirit, watching as this sad situation played out. The truth remains a mystery to this day. This footage was captured during a nighttime patrol by police officers in South America. They were responding to a call from someone who thought there was a robbery in progress at a nearby shop, but what their camera picked up left them stunned. Quite chilling, as you can make out a dark figure appearing behind the front door. The policeman describes this as an unknown entity that could scale smooth walls, something completely outside his experience. In his view, there's no question that they encountered something supernatural that night. Is that really possible? Shortly after a tragic traffic collision, an onlooker filmed the aftermath and may have captured something truly unexplainable. Just before the authorities showed up at the scene, what exactly this murky shape is in the background remains a mystery. But viewers can spot it traveling with an unusual quickness. Is it possible this was some kind of spirit entity connected to the accident? A security guard working nights at an old high school began recording the disturbing events he experienced during his shifts. Besides the unusual sounds he regularly heard, he started noticing dark, shadowy figures moving around and strange noises echoing through empty hallways when he was completely alone in the building. In this latest video, he managed to capture one of these mysterious shadows. Like the other weird happenings he's documented, he can't find any normal explanation for what his footage shows, or the ongoing strange activity that continues to occur during his overnight patrols. Police officer recorded this while documenting the aftermath of a tragic house fire that killed several family members. In the footage, something unexpected appears, a strange shape that nobody on the scene could explain. Some viewers have suggested it resembles the Grim Reaper, given the circumstances. Is there a more down-to-earth reason for what we're seeing? Perhaps it was smoke patterns, camera glitches, or just shadows playing tricks. Yet the timing and location make this recording particularly disturbing. Especially since experienced emergency personnel couldn't identify what caused the unusual image that appeared in their official documentation of this sad event. Some brief footage from a park officer who was checking out reports about people supposedly conducting some kind of ceremony in the woods. He recorded these unsettling noises. The ranger couldn't locate anyone, and the strange sound stopped after about 10 minutes. He feels haunted by this experience to this day. This was shared by security personnel of a manufacturer in Japan. They've been experiencing odd incidents during work hours. Just recently, the factory's security cameras caught footage of these strange happenings. When the business owner viewed the recordings, he was startled, but not for the reason you might expect. The factory manager himself best describes what was captured on film.
っていうパートの人がいたんですけど、年に亡くなってます。うちに来て20年ぐらいになるんで、結構ベテランで、 他のパートさんからも好かれてるような感じでした。動いてるミシンがさんが使っていたミシンなんですよね。なんで他のパートさんの間ではさんが来てしようとしてるつもりなんじゃないかとか、このマネキンも夜に急に動き出したら怖いよねとか、ふざけて服を着せたりもしてましたし、お気に入りでしたね。
On film, the company owner thinks that if Miss Tanaka's spirit is causing these unusual events, it's not necessarily harmful. After all, Miss Tanaka seems to be genuinely missed by her colleagues. These mysterious occurrences are perhaps the nearest thing to having Miss Tanaka present just one more time. This next incident was shared by Jake Ghost Hunter, who teamed up with a fellow investigator to explore the abandoned Old Liberty